Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone tonight? Hope we are all doing good. I'm going to share this out that we are live, and then we will be, you know, going from there. Hey, Joshua, how are you? And yes, you seem to be first. How are you tonight, Joshua? Just there we go. We are shared out in the places that we want to be shared out. Well, let's copy this image and bring it into here. I just like the fact that I can make it bigger this way. I just brought an image I got for uh, template or whatever to use into Clip Studio, so you guys can't see that. Of course, I got a character there. Hey, Flit, how are you tonight or this afternoon, whatever it might be for you? Hey, Rebellious. So what's everybody been up to since Sunday? I'm as tired as crap today. You seem to always be tired, Rebellious, but I get the feeling. And that's alright to be tired. Now, I'm just going to probably change how I got the sword because this character does have a sword and you cannot see it in this. Hello, Hidden. Hey, Metal. Rick, I think Joshua is stalking me. Please help. I don't know who the Hidden is. I suspect I might have an idea who the Hidden is. But why do you think Joshua is stalking you? Life is tiring for me. Right. Yeah, most everybody it is. That's why most people like to sit back and relax at the end of the day, not be bothered with anything. You don't know who they are, but you gave them a wrench. Well, they obviously had a wrench before they changed their name. Joshua. So to me, it's one of probably two people, maybe one. I never gave it to him recently, so it's somebody who had a wrench beforehand and has changed their name. Did Eagle have a wrench before? I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm not even sure who has wrenches. Let's see. I know I can find out who has wrenches. Well, sort of. Someone is. Life is hard to deal with. Life is hard. Deal with it, or it will deal with you. Let's see. Settings. Channel. Community. Yeah, I think I know who it is. I don't think it's Eagle, though. Why would crazy people be stalking this person? Flint, tell us about Subject Killer. Well, Killer is an assassin. Fortunately, again, he's one that I think I lost his info on. Um, so I don't think I have too much on him. Except for his look. Why do people do anything on that psychotic? Only sane people would stalk Flint. Maybe he is psychotic. Does subject killer kill by subject matter? No. Life is life if a science teacher they kill using science. No, he does not use science to kill. He has a big sword. He's probably been trained in the martial arts. He has some throwing stars. I know that. Why can't uh, why can't my sex stalkers be every ever be sexy redheads? The question is, do you want stalkers at all, whether they're crazy redheads or not? I asked myself the same question. Um, Flint, I think you'd be happy if any your stalkers were women and sexy just to begin with, no matter what the hair color. I think you would accept sexy brunettes or blondes too as stalkers. Then again, do you really want a woman as a stalker? We've all seen, or I think a bunch of us have seen, what's the name of it? The one from the 80s. Guy gets in an affair. You don't know. Sure. You might prefer redheads, but, if you had a sexy brunette, would you really say no? No, I prefer female. I don't prefer any stalkers. Hidden's trying to make us think he's Elric. Although he didn't say big tracts of land, so I don't think any of us would think that it's Elric. Rick is the one who does the stalking, Josh. Sorry, Steak. I don't think she was an actual redhead, though. It was probably the color tone. Sexy brunettes. Sexy blondes, brunettes. Um, but, what's the movie from the 80s? I think, or maybe it was 90s. Guy cheats on his wife and then he dumps her and she Cruel Intentions, or I know there was a parody movie made about it. Fatal Attraction. Movie made about a sexy stalker. We don't need yet a Fatal Attraction setting, Flit. Don't tell me what I need. Okay, well, if you feel like walking on the edge and, to death, hey, fine by me, sort of. Not much I can do about it. How about this for a title? Brutal Transgressions. Unless you are in a state with Castle Doctrine, then you can solve the problem in an instant. She breaks into your home. Yes, but you gotta catch her breaking into your home to settle it that way, wouldn't you, Metal? So, Killer is a hero or a villain? A villain, for sure. So my guess is bad guy. Yeah, the name Killer just sort of, gives it away, right? Hidden. Who wants to be saved by a hero named Killer? Uh, Maybe he's an assassin for justice. Yeah, just assassinates the bad guys, right? Or Punisher. Anti-hero? I don't know. Overkill was technically a hero. No, has he was a villain. Oh, he was an enforcer for a crime family. What are his powers and backstory? Well, I'm not sure too much of his backstory. I've got to rewrite it because I lost it. Um, then I might have to rewrite some of his powers, but um, I know he will probably have superb swordsmanship because he does have a sword. This is a place of a sea of wrenches. Yes. And I know he does. He has. I've drawn him with throwing stars, so he knows use of those. Rick's sketches are bring all the wrenches to the chat. His real name was Joey Big Stabby Face. Where, oh, you were kidding. Not a good name, Face McShooty. Okay, you got me there. Yeah, and I will be coloring this over on Odyssey on Thursday. Same time as tonight, 7 o'clock. Still nothing in the mail? That's not good. Unfortunately, I can't see where after it went into the States, I see nothing for the tracking. Okay, now it's saying expected delivery tomorrow. It changed. Marsupial, are you going to be celebrating my birthday on stream with me? Oh, I would say nothing in the mail is actually good news, but all bills are digital these days. Is the boomerang box still being shipped around? Have you found who have you sent it to, Metal, or have you sent it to anybody yet? The boomerang box has not been in my custody since last Thursday. It's going to Muttman. Oh, cool. I don't know what I will be doing, but hopefully whatever I can think of will be fun. Rick, do you think Marsupial will like this Princess Peach drawing, or will he bully me? I think he'll like it. You always do a good job, Flit. Hey, Edwin, the Ace, how are you tonight? I think it's the name of his book having to do with an ace pilot or something like that. Rebellious. I never bully Flit. Not that pastry. Hey, Mark Hens. Heard the glad. Uh, I don't know what language that is. Mark. But it is good to have you here, Mark. It's Anglais. English. English. You're welcome, Mark. The Donsker? Downsker? Can somebody translate? Somehow I think Metal knows a little bit of what this guy's saying. I speak Danish, English, and German. Google Translate, Rick. Yeah, you gotta know what to translate it to from, Flit. Uh, Danish, English, and German. Ah, I see. Mark Hans. Hans seems like a bit Germanesque, or maybe Danish. I don't know. I find there is a lack of Christian superheroes in the comic community. I would agree. Well, tonight I do not happen to be doing one of my heroes. I am doing one of my villains, but I do have quite a bit of heroes. And villains. Uh, is your drawing a copy of World of Warcraft comic? No. I got that. You can just translate the word phrase into search bar and it will take care of it. Oh, I did not know that, Flip. Yeah, I guess the name Killer sort of your well, you come to the right place. Cause Comic, it's a whole universe of nothing but Christian superheroes. I do have a comic out, and I'm in the middle of getting two more ready to go for crowdfunding. Here, let me bring up, make sure everything's on the right thing here. Okay, so, oh, you guys can't see. Yeah. Don't stop. Oh, switch over from the camera. Right here is thing. That makes it look fat. Right there, this is page 8 of my book, The Canadian Shield 2. I've just finished off the first three, top 3 panels today. Um, Tomorrow I'm going to finish off coloring the bottom panel. I have to get back to my independent, but it was I once made a hero called Shadow Man. Cool. It was a copy of Spawn. Cool. What page is this? This is page 8. Mallet. Yeah, this is for the Canadian Shield number 2. I gotta go in and get some things, make sure all the lines are tight on Messenger and the Shield, and put in a little bit more of a background. I don't know what exactly yet. It's supposed to just be he's walking down like a road or whatever. You don't see the road there, but um, although it's not colored yet, there needs to be some changes for it. We got page 9. Cancel. I actually don't have it. I don't think I have any Spawn comics actually. Or a character that's really a copy of Spawn. Copy image. I haven't got the thing for coloring this I'm about to show you yet. But here's a look for page 9. What happened to Toxico? What do you mean? So, where can I buy your comic? The first one's available on my website, crustcomics.ca. Thanks, Metal. It was a Christian copy of Zorro. Cool. So when he gets the good copy of this to me, I will be starting to color it. You'll probably see the road more in this right here, the bottom part. Oh, I'm watching a movie with someone where I live. Cool, cool. Oh, he's still in number 2 thing. Uh, hidden. Like, we finished with him really on page 6. Yeah, this is Canadian Shield number 2. We're just... You see him running out of the building, and then the Canadian Shield's got to deal with a detective, and then says the next day, and you'll be seeing him deal with Toxico again very shortly. So you see him there. This is page 5, you know. Right here, he's hearing the sirens of the fire truck and all that. So it's overloading his senses. So he doesn't have a real big reason to take on Toxico right now, except, you know, Toxico hasn't really done anything wrong, so to his knowledge. But they're going to be fighting real fight out brawl type thing. Okay, so let's put the camera back on. Man, he really does make your characters dope, Rick. Yeah. And then, you know, the coloring, I think, does add a little something too. But yeah, he does do a good job, which is good. And he's going to be on Snowdrift as well, so that will be good. Canadian Shield, yeah. That's this is first one Canadian Shield 1. Dillard, Mr. Dillard, don't show the shows anymore. What's up with that? I don't know. I think that page looked nice. Yeah, yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, I'm having him on Snowdrift number 1. He might probably won't be on Snowdrift number 2. Hopefully, I will be able to have for my third campaign. Be able to have like 3 different artists. I hope I can get a colorist, at least one other colorist. Oh, how fine does he do, ladies? I've gotten one picture of Snowdrift from him. Let me get that. Copy. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. So there is the. Oh. The caution's a bit off, and I think this one line here is a bit off too, to make her look a little bit more sexy. But I think it looks pretty good. Where is the assassin title in the background? I'm not sure what you mean, Mallet. I say roll with it, bro. Yeah, but this is, of course, the first time drawing her. I said I did let him know what was wrong with it, but and he hasn't done anything else since. He's been concentrating on the shield. Although I'd like to get him to get a few pages done of Snowdrift. That way I could make a thing, um, a sign up page. But even that, maybe it might be better for when he actually finishes the shield and starts working on the Snowdrift, because he's a bit slower than I'd like. I meant to say, where is the assassin title in the background? What do you mean by the assassin title in the background? Oh, Snowdrift, the assassins. Assassin Snowdrift. with all the talk of assassins stalking you, killer, the YouTube algorithm's gonna bury this tree. Well, it's not like they're really promoting my streams to begin with, Lit. Okay. Buy some stuff. Well, thank you very much for the person that donated to me today. You have to add tags to beat the algorithm. Yeah. Okay, so 4 points. Yeah, and for anybody who wants to see this color, like I said, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock on Odyssey. Uh, is the old comic that reminds me of Scarlet Pimpernel. Is that the best Christian comic that exists? I don't think I've heard of the Scarlet, whatever that is. Mark? Rick karaoke streams would beat the algorithm. Into what? I don't know, but I'm sure it would beat it. Well, I think Rick is the leading force in Christian comics, if you ask me. No, I haven't, Flit. Maybe I could look it up. There are probably a few Christian comic companies that are slightly higher name than me at the moment, but hey, give me once I get going. Classic literature, Rick. Okay. Is the first novel in a series of historical fiction by Berenice Ocasio, published in 1905. There have been TV, film adaptations. Okay. Well, there's your probably reason I'm not much into classical literature. If you feel like that, if you market yourself as a Christian comic maker, then Alphabet Mafia will probably go after you, so be careful. Well, I do say I'm a Christian comic book company, so, you know, there's going to be lots of people coming after me, probably, Rebellious. I've known it for years, but till I get big, probably most of them won't care. But the thing is, Rebellious, what are they going to do? Cancel me from my own comic book company? Yeah, sure, they're going to might try and get my readers not to read, but, you know, my readers are going to most likely be Christian, so majority of them. I hope to get non-Christian readers as well, you know. I'd like to be as big as DC and Marvel. But I'm sure, or as big as they were, whatever, however you want to say that. Uh, I'm Alphabet Mafia member, and I think Rick is chill. Oh, okay. Isn't there a Christian comic that starts with the red? I don't know. Uh, or maybe he'll finally get some other kinds of stalkers. Or the Scarlet. Uh, they'll get you fired from your job. Oh, wait. he is red. And he's got an old fashioned sword. Huh. Don't think I've ever heard of him. Mine for the moment is what is the best Christian comic in your opinion? For the moment, mine for the moment is Archie's. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Christian Archies are good. I like them. I have I think all except for maybe one or two, if not all of them. There, if you go on to Facebook, there are a few comic companies. There's even a few with superheroes. The biggest problem is, in my opinion, for Christian comics, most of them rehash Bible stories, or they do angel and demon stuff. And, that's nice. But I don't think you're going to grab a comic book market with that, especially thing. Um, Now, like I said, there are some other Christian superheroes out there. I think they over spiritualize a bunch of stuff. Like Faith Walker is pretty good. Um, like I said, there are a few others that I know of. Should make up. You should make up where you have a job and get the alphabet people to call there. Why is this Uber Eats driver so slow? I don't know. Um, yeah, there. Like I said, there's also Grok Comics. He's actually pretty good for the superhero stuff. You had Faith Walker, but you threw it out. Which are you drawing? I am drawing. Well, right now I'm more inking my character, Killer sketchbook. Coloring it on Odyssey on Thursday, but I threw it out. Why did you throw it out? Yeah, I can be your boss. Let's go. My brother had lost 3 different orders to Uber Eats, so none of us use them anymore. They let in terrible drivers here. Hello, everybody, and hello, Sketchbook. Imagine if Rick lost a bet and had to make one of his characters gay. Yeah, but rebellious. I had to make one of my characters gay. I'm sorry, they probably end up being a villain or a supporting cast because something evil all of a sudden came into the comic. Oh, interesting. They're usually good. Here says not all of those. Either that, or I make the hero and a hero that's not a hero, sort of an anti-hero. Oh, that's not very progressive, Rick. Like, make it like my character Speed, where everybody thinks a hero but a villain in disguise. I'd probably make all my webcomics about romance. Scissor bias. You know, Rick, you can always make the hero that is gay that has some compelling struggles to choose to be absent or to remain faithful. Yeah, there's there. I got a romantic manga from my brother. Cool, cool. There's many ways that I could probably go with making a gay character in my comic book. But I probably would, if I were to do it, I might do a supporting cast character. And I got another one about soccer. Cool. Manga. He had to break off his date because he got a case of romantic manga from her. No problem, Mark. We make spelling errors here all the time. Lots of people do. Nobody will hold it against you, least of all me. Imagine a comic where all the romance scenes fail in the end. Rick was writing a romance manga once, but like the rest of us, he gave up after third or first page. It was on this just a big game of chicken. Actually, I've got most of it written. I stopped drawing after like the second page, although I've been thinking about going back to that and drawing it up off screen. Finishing it up that yeah, have you ever read Timothy's comments? It's a shame he's not here so I can roast Tim in real time. Aren't you supposed to be a little romantic if you got a wife? Well, I don't got a wife, unfortunately. What is the deal with not liking romance? Ever read Spider-Man? That poor guy can't catch a break. Actually, Spider-Man was married for quite some time in the comics. Probably like for 10 to 15 years. And, the guy did have quite a few dates. He was a nerd, but once he became Spider-Man, he actually did get quite a few. He's had a few girlfriends. Let's see. Betty Brant, Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane, Felicia Hardy. And then I know there's been 2 or 3 other ones since he broke up with Mary Jane. Or since they made his wedding null and void. Is Marvel still big in the U.S.? It's half decently still big. It's still one of the 2 biggest comic companies, if that's what you mean. Well, I was married for 15 years. Still wouldn't call that a successful romance. I don't like the idea that Disney bought Marvel. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with it either. People only know Marvel still exists because of the MCU. People, I support Marvel because I support Marvel instead of DC. Yeah, I'm bad, but I vote Marvel and DC is my competitor. Yeah, well, I'm hoping to take them both down. Well, it would be proper for me to roast Timothy when he's not here. That's a B move. Marvel should just have went bankrupt years ago instead. Being bought out would have been the best case scenario in hindsight. Well, it would have been better not to let them buy it. Marvel got bought out more when they started doing their movies, and their movies started doing good, I think. So what would have been better probably is when Disney came along to say, "Yeah, we want to buy you because of, your movie's doing good." They should have said nope, but they wanted the extra money that put it behind them. What is a roast? Um, make fun of, joke, tease, but in good fun, not to with any malice or whatever. Um, they used to do it with TV stars a lot, all the time. Or unless you were talking to, I think Disney should have just done the movies and got rid of the comic division just to source the IP. Could you imagine me getting a hold of Spider-Man? Make Spider-Man Christian. put the Christian element into Spider-Man, although it's sort of there with, with great power comes great responsibility. Almost right out of the Bible with too much whom is given, much is required. Which comic book character did people all look up to? The same here, Rebellious. I can't see me ever selling my characters. But there's the difference. Marvel and DC have always been company characters. Companies that do comic books. They're not necessarily people that have started their comic books. Yeah. Um, Now, I'm not sure whether you would consider which my favorite comic book character is one that I'd look up to. Not sure whether. Probably my favorite. I know my favorite, say, 5 characters are. I'm not sure what they are in what order. Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, Wolverine, and Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern. I'm mostly into Spider-Man and X-Men. Not so much any of the other Marvel. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of X-Men and Spider-Man. I got some Cap, some Iron Man. I got a little bit of everything of Marvel and DC, and then I've got some independent stuff. In my comic collection. I was searching for something today. I probably looked up to Hiram Kinchin. I have no idea who that is. Someone could have my characters over my freaking dead body. Yeah, there's the only thing I don't know what'll happen to Cross Comics after I'm dead. I'm gonna have to pass it on to somebody that I really trust. A tutorial of a Christian superhero on YouTube. Would that be how you found me? Could any of you who know how to draw, could any of you who know how to draw superheroes, do a tutorial on how to draw? Well, I'm not sure whether most of these people, they're not, as you probably may have guessed, not most of them may or may not be Christians, or I'm not sure what everybody's belief system is here. Um, drawing a Christian superhero would probably be no different than just drawing a superhero. So, hey E, how are you doing? Bequeath the cross verse to Flitco. Leave it in your Lutheran I am. I believe in family overall. Be nice and don't judge. Uh, is it mean Pentecost? Cool. I'm basically Pentecostal. I say Christian first, and then yeah, I've been mainly in Pentecostal circles as well. And not with me saying, well, I don't know what everybody is. I wasn't asking what everybody is either, so you don't have to say anything to that. Initially known as Samurai X here in the West, he was once who killed hundreds to fight to redeem himself. But probably more non-denominational, but I lean towards a lot of the Pentecostal doctrine. Although there's some things I disagree with Pentecostals on. Spider-Man is the one cornerstone character of Marvel's. Not one of the originals, but one of the first to be relatable, yeah. I probably disagree with everyone. I briefly considered joining the Church of Starfire, but then I settled on the Cult of Raven. Oh, Thursday. Why so difficult now? I believe in gay and trans rights because they were born the way they are and you can convert your eyes to brown to blue. Hail Raven. What about the Cult of Cyborg? Oh, what? His belt thing has to have some tie. It's a synagogue of Cyborg. Thank you very much. Now you're just making things up. You're kidding, I never considered the cultist. I found Samurai X, but I will not post it here. There was an old-fashioned soldier. Rick was writing. I read that. Why is this not up to date? Okay. Ew. You gotta learn these things if you want to communicate on the internet. The more you know. Do I? So maybe I know I'm going to be not that I've done it yet, but I'm trying to write some bios that I need to. Maybe I'll try and write his new bio for Thursday. That way, anybody who wants to come over to Odyssey, maybe I can say about it there. Nope, I don't believe in the giant spaghetti monster. Unless you mean when I make spaghetti and I put it on my plate to eat. Big mound of spaghetti. My uncle is from the Apostolic Church of Spensburg. Spensborg? Cool. You once mentioned this flying spaghetti monster. So yeah, I think let me make sure my Odyssey is here. Yeah. So anybody who wants to follow me over on Odyssey, there is a link. Would a spaghetti monster be offensive to the people who like in Italy? Actually, the question is more: would it be offensive to the Chinese? Hidden, because spaghetti actually technically originated in Italy. I mean China. You know what? Marco Polo. That's where he got it. I also like music. That's good. I think most people do like music in the ways of the old world, who had no notion of the concept of religion. You don't choose your religion; you just live in it, or you don't. I'm addicted to listening to metal music. Cool. I hear there's supposed to be some good German uh, metal out there. uh, Colonialism in Australia. Marsupial gamer. All the best black metal comes from the Scandinavian countries, right? The only problem is one can not understand them unless one learns the language, eh? Black metals. Extra crimson moonlight. Are those bands, Mark? Crimson Moonlight. Well, it is 8:30. I'm done. We've been talking for a bit, which is good. So I think I'm going to end here. Like I said, Thursday I'm going to be digitally coloring this over on my Odyssey channel. If anybody wants to, those are Christian black metal bands from Norway. Oh, cool. I'll try and look them up. Uh, Mark. Let's see what I can grab those names. Okay, we'll copy that and we'll put that right there. Well, anyways, thank you very, very much for everybody coming out, participating in the chat tonight. You do have my link up there for my Odyssey channel, or it is in the description if you want to follow me over there. Also, my website if you want to check out anything about my characters. Unfortunately, not all the bios are completely up to date. I'm working on that, so hopefully within the next month or two, everything will be up working perfect for that. But in the meantime, go to the Bomatorium channel. That is the Metals channel. He's going to be on in about half an hour. Him and Marsupial Gamer talking about who knows what for about an hour over there. So go check them out. Um, in half an hour, watch them talk about whatever. Yeah, it's been great having everybody here. So I guess we will see you hopefully on Thursday over on my other channel. So bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and